So, folks, welcome to yet another episode from the TGV Global Speaker Series. And our speaker for today is Ondrej Papanek. He's from Stockholm, Sweden. He's the Agile Coach, Scrum Master extraordinaire who is revolutionizing businesses and igniting collaboration with his unrivaled expertise in Agile methodologies and with unwavering dedication to unleashing the potential of companies. Ondrej has left an indelible mark on esteemed Fortune 500 giants, including Apple, H&M Group, Volvo, Scania Group, and Colt Technology. As we prepare to delve into our conversation on the topic at hand, the difference between coaching, mentoring, and training, and how to leverage them for your benefit, here is an exciting twist. Let us tickle the brain of our guest first. So, Ondrej, get ready for a rapid fire round of random words. I'll mention a few, and I would love to hear the first thing that comes to your mind in response without thinking much. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready. Let's go for it.
Let's dive right in. Here comes the first word, curiosity.
Curiosity to learn new things. Kaizen is part of the, Agile, also Japanese culture.
Yeah, Kaizen stands for continuous improvement, and I'm a big fan of Kaizen because I'm a certified master black belt in Lean Six Sigma. I think I can resonate well. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Here comes the second one, invention.
Invention. For me, it's, to be curious, be open to something always. Invent something new, new processes.
Mm-hmm. Future.
Future. Well, be open for the future, The future can bring a lot of new things and we have to be ready for it.
Book.
Well, the one book which made a big impact in my life was Why Nobody Told Me This Before by Julius Smith. Mm-hmm. Amazing book. I recommend everyone.
Wow. Yeah, sounds interesting. I think I need to check it out. And Ondrej, next one is movie.
Movie. The big movie which had impact in my life was The Secret. Was amazing.
Food.
What we want in our life. Food, it's also related to Japan. I love sushi.
Next place.
I love New Zealand. It's amazing. It has amazing landscape, fjords, mountains. It's mind-blowing.
Project.
I think one of the best projects I had so far was with the clothing company H&M. Very open-minded people.
Mm-hmm. Success
for me, I can describe as, to really achieve a lot of things in my career, as you mentioned, working with Fortune 500 companies.
Awesome. And the last one is universe.
Well, universe is big and there's a lot of unknown, and I'm always curious, to learn about new planets, new galaxies. When I was younger, I was always inspired by moon and different planets. And I remember I have a lot of books about astrology and universe that time.
Amazing, Ondrej. I loved all your responses and thank you so much for participating in the first rapid fire round so sportively, and we'll wait for another one towards the end of the episode. I really appreciate your sporting spirit here. And folks, welcome to the Guiding Voice podcast series where we embark on transformative conversations for a better future. I'm your host Naveen Samala and dedicated to making the world a better place through valuable discussions that add value not only to your life but also to your career. And thank you so much for tuning in. Ondrej, hearty welcome to the Guiding Voice, and super thrilled to host you and indulge in this conversation which is covering one of my favorite topics. So how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling fine, and thank you for the opportunity to be part of this interview and podcast.
All right. Yeah, pleasure is mine hosting you, Ondrej. Let's get started. Probably you can share more about your journey from IT administrator to Scrum Master and eventually to Agile Coach. So what are the pivotal moments that led to this transformation?
Yes, sure. So I will share my story. Actually, when I was in high school, I was always helping my friends or even teachers with IT. And that's how I discovered IT. Once I graduated, I moved to Germany, where I was working as IT support engineer or IT administrator, responsible for the infrastructure and solving customers' problems, your emails and this kind of things. And later, I moved to Sweden, where I wanted to, change my life, right? I started a company where I was working in startup on a very innovative smart suitcase at that time. And I was introduced to Lean, which is one of the framework from Agile. It is mostly used in a kind of, in startups. And later when we scales, I was introduced to Scrum by Andrew Kalman in Stockholm, Sweden. And then I find out, oh, that's amazing, because this other framework from Agile is also kind of customer centric and also really helping to really focus to deliver the value for the customer, but not only that, also improve the processes in the company, in management, with product owners and the Scrum team. And recently, I also was an agile coach, one of a company in Sweden, when helping not only the Scrum teams, but also the management levels and organization and digital transformation and also agile transformation. And this is also the place where the coaching come in place.
Yeah. I can relate to a lot of aspects in your career, especially on the lean journey, because I earned my green belt and black belt certification in Lean Six Sigma during my stint with General Electric. And I also did my master black belt in Lean Six Sigma. In fact, I teach Lean and Six Sigma concepts in my current organization as part of my day job responsibilities as well. And after attending Scrum Master training, I was also enthused by the kind of emphasis that is focused on the customer, treating customer like God, right? Almost like God. I think that is something which has revolutionized the project management industry on the whole. And totally relate to what you have said. And Ondrej, now let's talk about your success mantra. So please share with us the top 3 things that have contributed to your success so far.
That's a very good question. So for me, quite early, I discovered a coach. And when I came to Sweden, a lot of things was new for me, and I was surrounded by coaches. Coach gave me a better perspective and go a bit deeper inside me in form of question and discover what I want to do. And for me, it was like self-reflection when I find out my values are coaching, solving problems. And this is kind of mind-blowing for me. So that was a few years ago. The second one, be always open to new doors. When you go to one customer, the customer needs you. So do your best, because can promote you to the next, customer or project. Yeah. So basically, one customer can open door to other project or companies, which also reflected in my background and my experience in the past. I can give you an example. I started with core technology, fiber connection, and provider of internet. They opened door to Goldman Sachs. From Goldman Sachs, I end up at H&M and then Scania and so forth, so forth. The next thing is always learn something new. Learn something new is also part of the Kaizen, a continuous improvement. Learn, soft skills or hard skills, communication skills, leaderships. This is very important, and it really benefits in my past and also my present.
So if you are giving great customer experience to somebody, customer is going to get you 10 more customers. That is what has happened in your case, right? So we have to focus on the customer excellence, and that's my key takeaway. And now let's talk about, you said having a coach has helped you succeed, right? So how did having a career coach impact your professional growth, and how can a career coach guide others to achieve their dream job promotion or career shifts?
The value of the coach, especially career coach in my life, it was like find out what I want to do. I was helping in the past, like in the IT departments, like the IT administrator or IT support engineer. I wanted to have big impact. I didn't know how to do that because I was always limited to my role and responsibilities. So later, I discover, Scrum, and that Scrum has a bigger impact because it's the Scrum team, product owner, and also even higher. So, leaderships and management change a lot of things in the world, and that's when this opportunity opened even more for me. I didn't know about it because then I was able to use my other skills, like leaderships, coaching and mentoring and training, which I didn't use really when I was the IT administrator. So I was able to, use the full potential, inside me, and also reflect and helps with others. So that I can say it was a big impact to me.
Mm-hmm.
And having a coach is like having we know what's happening inside us, like on the surface, but we don't know what is below the waterline. And that's when the coach come in and discover, what is the under the waterline. So, imagine you have iceberg on the sea. You see the top, but you don't see what is under the waterline, under the water, right? And that's when the coach step in and ask powerful question and discover a lot of things. It's also formed in self-reflections.
Mm-hmm.
So you really find out what is your purpose, what you want to achieve. In other words, imagine you're at the ferry. You step down, you're on the ferry terminal, and there is the ferry operator, and he will guide you to the next ferry which take you to the journey where you want to be.
Yeah, that's a great example. And Ondrej, from your experience, how does coaching stand out in terms of empowering individuals and unlocking their hidden potential compared to the mentoring or training approaches?
What is the difference between coaching, mentoring, and training? Because it's quite easy to be confused. So I start with coaching. Coaching is a goal-oriented and action-driven, focus on the present and the future. So we don't go with what was in the past. We go from the present to the future. Mentoring, it's like, relationships-driven, which is mentors experience, focusing on over development. Training, for example, me as a Scrum Master, I'm training as product owner and developers with the Scrum frameworks. So I'm using my knowledge to achieve the best potential, but in form of training. Imagine, going to the gym and you have trainer, to get muscles, to eat the proper proteins, to be fit.
Yeah.
So these are the areas. So now I want to focus a bit more and describe a little bit more about the kind of coaching in details. So the coaching has individual focus, which is centered on the unique needs, the goal, potential of the coaching. So it's always about the coach, the client, what he wants. It's not about the coach. While mentoring and training can be sometimes adopt one size fit all approaches, coaching develops deep into the individual aspirations, strengths, and areas of development. Described in the beginning, many times we know about the iceberg on top, but the coach really helps to uncover what is under the waterlines. So next one is the action-oriented. Coaching is driven, amplifies settings, actionable steps. It is empower individual to take charge of their own development and foster sentence accountability. So when I'm coaching others as a coach, in the end, we discover, this is the problem, but we also kind of guiding the coachee to make an action plan, some actions to really move forward and develop more. That's why it's action oriented. The next one is present and future focus. As mentioned at the beginning, we really step in on what is present and go to the future oriented focus. So when mentoring often looks like lessons from the past, training is about imparting specific knowledge or skills. Coaching is rooted in the present and oriented towards the future. This perspective helps individuals envision their potential and creates a positive and forward-thinking mind. Unlocking self-awareness. One of the core of coaching is to facilitate increased self-awareness. Through powerful questioning, individuals are encouraged to reflect deeply, recognize the limits, beliefs, and identify their inner strengths. This process of self-discovery often leads to breakthrough, so mind remains untouched at traditional mentoring of training environment. In other words, self-awareness is amazing, it's powerful, and helps the coach to uncover the value, the things what the coachee wasn't able to find out before the coach.
That's great, Ondrej. You have summarized the differences among coaching, training, and mentoring so well. Now let's talk about the future of career opportunities. So in a rapidly evolving job market, how do you perceive the future of career opportunities, and what advice would you give to individuals looking to stay ahead and seize these opportunities?
Sure, absolutely. So I want to focus to really focus on the soft skills compared to hard skills. I give you an example. Hard skills, we can describe programming language, knowing Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, right? But soft skills is a bit more harder, right? Because soft skills include communication, speaking, leaderships. And so in the coaching, we use some framework, Johari window, which was discovered in 1975, I think, by psychologists in the United States. And what actually it is, imagine you have windows. You divide the horizontal and vertical with two lines. So you have 4 areas. In the left corner, in the top left corner, this is your social skills. The more you open the corner to the right, the more you develop your soft skills. The way how to do it, you ask your friend, like, what are my values? What you see full potential. So you open the more to the right. The way how you open the line more down, so the left-right box is going down, is like someone, your colleague or manager, might find a potential in you, and it's good if he can share it with you. So that's how you expand. And this is good strategy how you can really get better in the soft skills. But be also open, to get feedback from others, of questioning them, and also from your manager or colleague.
Got it. So now extending that question of seizing the future opportunities, how can individuals proactively position themselves to make the most of these? And what role does continuous coaching play in this evolving landscape? What's your take on that?
Sure. As I mentioned in the beginning, big part is continuous improvement. Always work something, develop your skills and get better. These days, there's a lot of information on the internet, it's quite hard to prioritize. It's easy to be distracted. I want to say, find something what it's valuable for you and also for your career. So become good at this. We have a hard time to compete with a lot of information mentioned. In other words, you become so good at it that you will be irreplaceable in your expertise. And so in the rapid changing landscape, a lot of opportunities, continuous coaching plays a very important role. Equip individuals with adaptability needed to navigate shifting scenarios while fostering a forward-looking mindset. Be ensuring regular refinement of skills, learn something new, and ensure relevance in one field. Consistency of coaching brings about a sense of accountability. building resistance to face challenges, fostering enhanced decision making, access to broader network, and emphasis of maintaining self-awareness for the position individual aligned with science emerging opportunities. In essence, through continuous coaching, individuals are promised to be proactive, adaptable, strategically positioned in the future success.
This is awesome. I am enjoying every bit of this conversation. It is kind of self-reflection as well, because most of the stuff what you have been working on, which I strongly believe in. And this has been incredible conversation, Ondrej. Now it's time for us to add some excitement. So some more spice to the episode. Get ready for the second rapid fire round. I'm going to ask a few intriguing questions to which you can respond crisply. If you are ready, let's dive in.
Let's start.
Okay. So here comes my first bullet out of the second rapid fire round. If you could have one gigantic billboard anywhere with anything on it, what would it say?
This is a good question. I say live in the present, not in your past.
Good one. And what is one thing you are really bad at that you wish you were good or better at?
Well, when I was younger, I had the opportunity to go abroad early.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, I wanted to learn language early in my life. I really kind of missed the opportunity. So like learning more languages and soft skills in the early age, it's really important. At least it wasn't to me.
Got it. Superb. Now let's move to the next one. Can you describe yourself in just one word?
Yes, I mentioned the word a few times, Kaizen.
Kaizen. Awesome. And if you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
Superpower. Well, it's a very hard question, but I can say be open for new opportunities. Because you never know what lives bring in front of you.
Yeah. And what's your favorite thing about living in the 21st century?
There's a lot of information, but it's important to have a sharp focus. It's easy to be overwhelmed a lot of things and do a lot of things, but you never become perfect. Instead, focus on a few things on one thing.
Yeah, good one. And here comes the last bullet. What is one electronic gadget or a fantasy gadget that you'd like to see or invent yourself?
Well, I like iPhone. This changed my life a lot. And I think if I want to see a new gadget, it will be something beneficial to us, like daily life. And I think it's like more smarter robot, with integration of ChatGPT or whatsoever.
Awesome. And let's flip back to the mainstream. And here comes my next question. What words of inspiration or advice would you like to leave our audience with, particularly those looking to enhance their careers, tapping into their hidden potential, and also embrace future opportunities?
Sure. So invest in your future. What I want to say, invest, to find a coach, uncover your full potential and guide you through the journey. The next one is be present and life for a lot of opportunity. The life was given to you just once. So use your time fully. Don't waste it.
So powerful advice, Ondrej. And before I let you go, one final question, share with me and my audience, how is your experience being hosted on the Guiding Voice podcast?
It was a great experience. I really like this lot of surprises and questions from your side. It was amazing. Thank you for the opportunity to be your guest on this podcast and show. And I also want to mention I offer free coaching for a lot of you guys. The way how you can contact me, go on LinkedIn and search on my name there, Ondrej Papanek, and reach me. And happy to have coaching with you, one-on-one career coaching for you guys.
Thank you so much for the offer, Ondrej. And folks that have tuned into the episode, you'll find Ondrej's social links, especially the LinkedIn profile, go ahead and send him a connection invite and engage in a free coaching conversation. And wish you all the best. And Andre, I really appreciate you taking time and joining me in this conversation today. It's been remarkable, and I really loved every insight that you have shared with me on this platform. And I really appreciate it. Look forward to many more conversations in the future and wish you a great time ahead.
Thank you again. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you and providing value.
It is such a pleasure. And friends, that was our episode with Ondrej Papanek. And before we jump into the fun trivia section, we have a quick request. If you haven't already subscribed to our podcast, please subscribe to The Guiding Voice from wherever you have tuned in, because subscribing keeps you updated on new episodes. Also, if you have enjoyed this conversation and found it useful, please share with at least 3 of your friends or colleagues who would also like The Guiding Voice, and help us spread the knowledge and help others grow just like you. Now let's cruise into the trivia segment. We had an amazing guest, Ondrej from Stockholm, Sweden. I thought I would present you a few less known facts about Sweden as part of today's trivia. And here comes the first one. It is allemansrätten, the right of public access. Sweden has a unique law called allemansrätten, translating to the right of public access. This allows anyone to roam freely in the countryside, camp, pick berries, mushrooms, and flowers, as long as they respect the environment and also private property. It is a cherished aspect of Swedish culture, promoting a strong connection with nature. So, next time if you happen to visit Sweden, make sure you are indulged in allemansrätten. And here comes the second fact, that is about innovation and Nobel Prizes. Sweden is known for its innovation and contributions to various fields. The Nobel Prizes include peace, literature, physics, chemistry, and medicine. These were all established by the will of Alfred Nobel, a Swedish inventor, engineer, and industrialist. The Nobel Prizes are awarded annually and are a significant recognition of outstanding achievements in respective fields. And third one is about fika, which is Swedish coffee break tradition, a beloved Swedish tradition that involves taking a coffee break with friends, families, or colleagues. And it's not just about the coffee, it's a moment to socialize, enjoy pastries, and take a pause from the day's activities. And fika is an integral part of Swedish culture and is cherished across the country. So that's it from my side, from the Swedish facts perspective and all the fun trivia related to Sweden. And if you have come across any interesting facts related to Sweden, or if you have come across any best practices related to coaching, training, and mentoring, the core of today's topic, feel free to leave your comments. If you're watching it on YouTube, you can comment there. Or if you found this episode on some social media platform, you can comment there as well. I'm going to definitely review your comments and announce in the future episodes. Thank you so much for tuning in. And that's it for today. Thank you again for being part of our amazing community. Folks, we would love to hear from you. So do not hesitate to share your ideas, feedback, topic recommendations, guest speaker suggestions, either through our social media channels, or you can also email us at theguidingvoiceforyou@gmail.com, and let's create content that resonates with you. I'm your host, Naveen Samala, a lifelong learner, and my goal is to have impactful conversations that improve not only your life, but also your career. Until next time, take care, stay inspired, and remember, the future holds great things, because the best is yet to come. Goodbye for now. See you all in the next episode with another amazing guest.